only 1 minute late.
Mask is still on.
Well, good morning.
You're on. Yeah, you're on.
Sweet.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. Oh.
Your mask is still on. Here at the English
In the
language
COVID
school.
times. Good morning and welcome to the English Language School. We are very happy to have you here. It is going to be a good day. Do you know why? Because it's Thursday. And Thursday, friends, is God's favorite day, I'm pretty sure. We are very happy to have you here today. So good morning, beautiful Brenda. Good morning, beautiful Kelly. Good morning, beautiful Lorena. Good morning, Carlita. I hope you all are having a beautiful, spunky morning. Spunky, similar to chipper, means con energía, ganas de vivir, spunky. Je veux joie de vivre. I do have that spice of life. So grab your cup of coffee and let's start. Today we will practice the present continuous. We do have a good quiz and we will start with our quiz almost immediately after our PowerPoint lesson. But before all of that, we are going to practice one more time with the regular verbs in the past tense. Are you ready? Let's go. I don't hate my hair like this.
Past tense, regular verbs. Listening and pronunciation with Christy Reyes from Miracosta College. Pronunciation. ED can be pronounced in the following ways. T, d, id. First, ED pronounced as t. Announced, asked, baked, balanced, brushed, developed, dressed, dropped, faxed, fixed, hopped, hoped, impressed, increased, influenced, introduced, liked, locked, missed, packed, parked, passed, practiced, produced, promised, reduced, relaxed, replaced, searched, stopped, talked, washed, watched, worked. ED pronounced as d. Allowed, amused, analyzed, annoyed, answered, apologized, appeared, approved, argued, arranged, arrived, belonged, boiled, borrowed, burned, called, carried, caused, changed, cleaned, closed, complained, concerned, confused, considered, contained, continued, copied, covered, damaged, delivered, described, deserved, destroyed, disagreed, disappeared, discovered, emptied, enjoyed, entered, examined, excused, exercised, explained, filed, filled, fired, followed, formed, fried, happened, hurried, identified, ignored, imagined, improved, informed, learned, lied, listened, lived, managed, measured, moved, observed, offered, opened, ordered, owed, owned, paused, planned, played, preferred, pulled, reined, raised, realized, received, recognized, refused, remained, remembered, removed, repaired, served, shared, signed, stayed, supplied, supposed, surprised, tied, typed, used, worried. Ed pronounced as id. Applauded, appreciated, arrested, collected, communicated, completed, concentrated, connected, consisted, corrected, counted, depended, detected, divided, ended, existed, expected, folded, included, interested, interrupted, invented, invited, needed, painted, parted, pasted, permitted, planted, prevented, protected, provided, recorded, regretted, rejected, reminded, repeated, reported, requested, separated, started, subtracted, succeeded, suggested, supported, traded, trusted, visited, waited, wanted.
Gracious. Somebody should check on him. Good morning.
Good morning. Hi,
A
Miss
second
Anita.
time. Good morning. Hello, Miss Brenda, I think. Somebody. I had to put my phone on silent, so my apologies. But how is everybody this morning? I'm very happy to have you guys here. Let's look at our PowerPoint to talk about the present continuous. Today we are on level number 1, unit number 7, lesson number 1. So unit number 1, lesson number 7, maybe? No, level number 1, unit number 7, lesson number 1. One of these days I'm going to get this right. Okay. So, if you will come with me on this magical adventure that is present continuous, let's start. As you remember, the present continuous talks about some activity that is happening in this moment. If you remember, the present tense is something that we use for a routine activity, something that is normal, something that is true, and something that is a state, as in a state verb. We may use the present tense to talk about these things that are routine. For example, every day or every year, something like that. I go shopping on Fridays, or I do the laundry in the morning. But if we talk about something that's happening in this moment, we have to use 2 parts. First, we will use the verb to be. And second, we will incorporate a termination of ing. The sound for this is ing, ing, ing. For example, Do-ing. Go-ing. Talk-ing. So normally I go to the store, but right now I am going to the store. Normally I do the dishes, but right now I am doing the dishes. We add our termination of ing for present in this moment, or to describe an activity that will happen in the near future. Let's practice some of these words we have on the screen, just for the pronunciation. Do, doing. Talk, talking. Watch, watching. I love Roll. Love him.
He's your favorite.
Play, playing. ¿Puedo escuchar mi amigo en el otro salón? Play, playing. Read, reading. Look, looking. This is a good example. This morning, me perdí mis llaves. I lost my keys, and I was looking, estaba buscando. I was looking for my keys. I was looking for my keys. Now, let's take a look at our next slide. Por las calles gritando. Did y'all hear that Enrique Iglesias is coming to town in September? I'm very excited about it. Okay, so present continuous. We are talking about now, right now, in this moment. For example, I am right now holding a cup of coffee, drinking my delicious coffee. Thank you, Raul. See, he's funny and he makes coffee.
Bless.
If it's happening at this moment, these are your clue words. Right now, at this moment, in this moment, maybe at present. I am teaching at present, in this moment, at present. Just now. Just now means that it is a little bit recent, right? But even still, we will say it in the present continuous. For example, I am doing the dishes just now. I recently just started to do the dishes. I'm starting to do the dishes just now. Right now, this is maybe our favorite. Right now, we use it all the time. Right now. No, right now. So we have now, at the moment, at present, just now, right now. Let's look at some of the examples that we have, some sentences. Now she's studying for the exam. You see we have the contraction of she is, she's. She's studying for the exam. At the moment, they are studying with a friend. Staying. Gracias. Thank you. At the moment, they are staying with a friend. They're staying. She's, again, the contraction. She is, she's. She's doing the cleaning right now. Bless her. At present, presente formal. At present. At present, she is not working. Actually, this is a very, very polite way to say that you are not working. I am not working at present. I do not have a job at present. Something like that. If you notice, you can use your form to be. I am, you are, he is, she is. You may use the present form of the verb to be with the long form, I am, or the short form, I'm, the long form, you are, or the short form, you're. The long form, he is, she is, it is, or the short form, he's, she's, and it's. Let's look at our next slide. What are you doing after school? Now, we have a good question. Hey, what are you doing after school? What are your plans for after school? What are you doing after school? This is talking about, maybe not in this moment, but also is talking about an activity, you ready? That is a plan in the future. Maybe not 2 years from now, but in the short time. So maybe 3 hours or 2 weeks, a short time. What are you doing after school? Equal, what are your plans for after school? Hey, what are you doing after school? Me, for the answer, I'm buying, what is it? Buying tickets for Sunday's match. What's a match? Good morning, Miss Brenda. You're so beautiful. Good morning, Miss Brenda. Thank you for joining us. Okay. I'm buying tickets, soccer match. I'm buying tickets for Saturday's match. Now, because the question is asking about your future plans in the future, because the question is asking about your future plans with the present continuous, it is very good to use the present continuous in your answer. As usual, if it is in the question, it is in the answer. We repeat it for both. So for example, here he says, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing this weekend? Are you free? For your answer, it should be I am or I'm. You see here we have the contraction, I'm buying tickets to the match. Buying. You are not using the ing of buying because it's happening now, but more specifically because you have a plan. You have a plan for the future. All right, let's look at our next slide. Does anyone have any questions so far? Hey, what are your plans? What are your plans for this afternoon? What are you doing this afternoon? Me, I'm getting tacos. I'm getting tacos, I think. Oh no, we have falafel. I'm eating falafel.
I'm going to the library.
Are you going to the library?
I'm going to the library.
I love the library. I
It's a native
love
habitat.
it is. Like, I was born in a library. love libraries. What are you, they do. What are you doing this afternoon? Hey, what are you doing this afternoon? Hey, what you doing? When you answer this question, again, you hear the present continuous. So you will answer in the same way. I'm going to get tacos. I'm getting tacos. What are you doing? I'm getting tacos. What are you doing? I'm going to the store. What are you doing? I'm working this afternoon. What are you doing? I'm going to the library. Now, when we talk about the future and our future plans especially, we can use, with our first option, the present continuous, right? I made plans with someone else, or I have some arrangements for my schedule. I'm driving with Amanda to Houston tomorrow. Equally, I can talk about my plans for the future using the verb going. Now here, in this format, it is necessary to use the word going. And then after, we will use the word to. So, for example, I'm going to, my contraction. I'm going to clean my room. I'm going to clean my room. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to clean my house. I guess I'm going to clean my house. I don't like to clean my house. But it has to be done. I did clean my house last week, though. I'm going to clean my house. In this format, we are talking about the future, and we are talking about a plan for the future. We need the form to be I am, contraction, I'm. Then, God bless you. And then after, we use the word going. I'm going, what? To, and then your verb, basic verb, like clean. I'm going to clean. I'm going to clean my house. I'm going to drive to Houston. I'm going to work this weekend. I'm going to take a vacation. I'm going to. For the question, we will word it like this. Hey, what are you going to do this weekend? Oof, that's a long one. What are you going to do this weekend? What are you going to do this weekend? Can we pull that up on the translate for just a moment? Ooh, I like this. This is beautiful. But translate, just because I want to show one thing. So, beautiful Brenda, what are you going to do this weekend? For your answer, you will say, I'm going to, and then your activity. What are you going to do this weekend? Equally, you may say, what are your plans this weekend? Or maybe, what are you up to this weekend? What are your plans this weekend? What are you up to this weekend? Something like that. You have many options when you talk about the future. So, what are you up to this weekend? What are you doing this weekend? What are your plans for this weekend? We have 3 different ways to talk about your plans for the future. What are you doing this weekend? What are your plans for this weekend? What are you up to this weekend? When you answer, your answer for 1, 2, 3 will be the same. It's the same answer for all. We can say, I'm going to, and then you give me your verb. I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to drink some more coffee, because I am. I'm going to work this afternoon, and tomorrow and Saturday. All right, so now let's look at our, I'm going to work this weekend. It's true. I'm going to work this weekend.
Sure I am.
I'm going to go to a small party. Are you really? I'm excited for you.
Yay.
Good for you, Brenda. Go to your small party. Have fun. I hope that you are going to have fun. I hope that you are going to eat a lot of delicious food. And I hope that you are going to disfrutar, enjoy yourself. Here we have be going to. Be going to is simply to say in the future. For example, I am going to, and then our verb. To make it negative, we add the word not after our verb to be. So for example, I am not going to open the door. I guess that means I'm going to stay inside all day? I don't know. You are going to meet Jane tonight. You are going to meet Jane tonight. With this second option, where is it? There we go. Boop, boop, boop. You are, verb to be, going to, because our intention is the future. You are going to meet, and your verb meet is your basic verb. No change, no ing, nothing complicated. You are going to meet Jane tonight. He is going to be at school tomorrow. He is going to be at school tomorrow. She is not going to clean the floor. She is not going to clean the floor. Well, okay then. It is going to be there tomorrow. It is going to be there tomorrow. Don't worry about it. They are not going to make dinner. They're not going to make dinner. And we are going to make some sandwiches. So they are not going to make dinner tomorrow, but we are going to make sandwiches. Now, for the question, and this is very good, this section here shows you exactly how to make a question. For our question, we take, are you ready? Our verb to be. Say, for example, we say, we are. And instead of we are, we take our auxiliary and we say that first. So our auxiliary will be first. Are you going to meet Jane tonight? For the question, are you going to meet Jane tonight? And your answer will be, yes, I am, or no, I'm not. Are you going to meet Jane tonight? If you ask about he, she, or for it, is he not going to do his homework? Is he not going to do his homework? Do you see that this question is future and negative? Because we have going to, we have it in the future. And because we have the word not, we have it in the negative. Okay, do you have any questions so far? So, what are you going to do this afternoon? What are you going to do this weekend? Miss Brenda is going to go to a small party. Perfect English, by the way, Miss Brenda. So, my Kelly and Miss Lorena, what are you going to do this weekend? What are you going to do this afternoon? Remember, your answer will include I am or I'm going to, and then you give me your verb. I'm going to work. I'm going to. So, what are you going to do this afternoon? Miss Evie, what are you going to do this afternoon?
I'm going to wash my clothes.
Very nice.
I'm going to do my laundry.
She's going to wash her clothes, or equally, to wash, do laundry.
Just learned
So,
about those.
she's going to wash her clothes, or did you hear? She repeated. She's going to do her laundry. Beautiful, Evie. What are you going to do this weekend?
This weekend, I'm going to go on a walk in the park.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. What park?
Denman Park?
Denman.
Is it Denman? It's like it's a nice little Korean fusion park.
A Korean fusion park?
It's like this. It has Korean architecture. It's beautiful.
Metiche. Like, I gotta know.
Beautiful. Hold on, I looked it up.
She's gonna show me a beautiful picture of this beautiful park that she's going to, evidently. Because I love parks. Who doesn't love a park? So, I don't know if you heard her, but she said, I'm going to take a walk in the park. I'm going to take a walk in the park. What are you going to do this weekend? I'm going to cook and do work. Ooh, park. Ooh, that looks so beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that.
That is where I will go walk.
This is where she's going to go walk. That's very wonderful, and I love it. All right, let's go back to our PowerPoint. I will give you all just a moment to give me some answers. What are you doing this weekend? Again, we can ask the question positive or negative. Let's go to our next slide, and then I think we have a video.
We do.
We do. I'm going to cleaning my car tomorrow. This is a wonderful example of incorrect. When you have going, you do not need to add an ing to the following verb. So, I'm going to cleaning? No. You take your verb in the basic sense, in the basic form. I'm going to clean. I'm going to clean my car tomorrow. Or you could also say, I'm cleaning my car tomorrow. I'm going to clean, the one we have here, and right below the third option, I'm cleaning my car tomorrow. Both of those are excellent options to talk about the future. Okay, I'm going to clean my car tomorrow. I'm cleaning my car tomorrow. It is your choice. I'm going to cleaning? Because we are not going to have a double ing. If you have the termination ing, ing, we will have this termination only one time. So now, do we have any questions? If there are no questions, let's look at a video. Now this video will talk about the present tense continuous and how to make this formation in the positive and in the negative. All right, are we ready? Let's take a look.
Ocean. This is a fact. This is always true. A dog has 4 legs. This is generally true. Unfortunately, some dogs have 3 legs or less, but in general, it is true. It rains a lot in winter. Yes, this is generally true. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. This is a fact, just like the fact that water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. The present simple tense is also used for regular habits or repeated actions. These are often daily routines, and they happen always, often, generally, every week, etc. I brush my teeth 3 times a day. I read in bed every night. She goes to the gym after work. He walks to school every day. Common time expressions used with the present simple tense are always, often, generally, normally, sometimes, never, every day, every week, every year. Note that the time word is in the singular form. Day, not days. Once a day, twice a week, 3 times a month. Then the rest are 4 times, 5 times, etc. In the morning, in the afternoon, at night. We don't say in the night. I recommend seeing our video about prepositions of time at, on, and in. On Mondays, on Fridays. When the day is in plural, it refers to all Mondays. all Fridays. Present continuous tense. We use the present continuous tense for an action happening right now at the moment of speaking. When somebody is doing something right now or something is happening right now. I am teaching an English lesson. Yes, that is what's happening right now. You are watching a video. Yes, that is what you are doing right now. Steve is washing his hair. She is taking her dog for a walk. You can see that these actions are happening right now, and they are temporary actions, normally for a short period of time. The present continuous is also used to talk about something that is happening around the time of speaking, but not necessarily at that exact moment. This action is in progress and hasn't finished. I am reading a great book. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm reading a book right at this moment. It refers to this moment of my life. I've started reading this book and I haven't finished it yet. They are staying at a local hotel because the roof of their house was damaged during the storm. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are at the hotel right at this moment. Maybe they are at work right now or somewhere else. This situation is temporary.
All right. So now, as the video said, this is very good actually, and I'm glad that we watched it because we are talking about things that are happening now or about, like we talked about in the PowerPoint, things and activities that are in the near future. But sometimes we want to talk about an activity that is temporary. When we have a temporary activity, we need to use the form present continuous. A good example is the example we have here. Jack is learning Italian. Jack is learning Italian. Jack is in the process, in the middle of the process of learning Italian. Because he's in that process, we are going to say he is learning because it's a continuous, temporary process. Okay, just to review before we
Jack
look
is
at our quiz. The present tense talks about an activity that is routine, normal, true, or a state verb. The present continuous, however, talks about an activity that is right now, in this moment, in the very near future, or something that is in process, temporary. It's not a permanent situation. So present tense, it's permanent. I live in San Antonio. Present continuous is temporary. I am living in a hotel this week. Only this week. I am living in a hotel this week. But if it is permanent, it should be I live. My permanent situation is that I live in San Antonio. But temporarily, I will be living in a hotel because, well, this week I need to call the exterminator because there are too many roaches in my house. All right, let's look at our quiz and let's see what we can do. I'm still excited about Brenda's small party. That sounds fun. Can we make this just a touch bigger? Can we yeah. Okay, number 1, Tom at the moment. Can I take a message? This is perfect for those of you who want to be secretaries. You will say this a lot. Tom at the moment. Can I take a message? What is our clue word? We have at the moment. So we're talking about some activity that's happening right now, right? So if it's right now, in this moment, at the moment, what should it be? Is working or work? Tom is working at the moment, excuse me. Or Tom work at the moment. What should it be, Miss Brenda? Yes, ma'am. Beautiful job. Thank you. Tom is working at the moment. I'm so sorry. I can't give him the phone because he is working at the moment. May I take a message? Let's look at number 2. Ooh, those look like cookies. I want cookies. I often tennis on Saturdays, excuse me. I often tennis on Saturdays. I often tennis on Saturdays. So, we have the word often. What does often mean? Often means that it happens with some frequency. It is a normal activity. It is perhaps routine, huh? So, because it happens with frequency, it is routine, and it is normal, we are going to talk about what? Play. Beautiful, Miss Brenda. You're perfect. It's part of a routine, so our answer will be play. I often play tennis on Saturdays. Let's look at number 3. Miss Brenda has the answers today. We on the Smith account this week. Ooh, that sounds very fancy. We on the Smith account this week. Now it's this week. It's temporary. It is not in this moment. It is just simply this week. So what is correct? Are working or work? We work on the Smith account this week. We are working on the Smith account this week. What is correct? Yes, ma'am, Miss Brenda, you are correct. Are working. We are working on the Smith account this week. We must use are working because it is for a temporary situation. Do you remember when we talk about something that is temporary, we have to talk about it in the present continuous? Excellent job. All right, let's look at number 4. I'm glad that was a challenge for you. We rarely go out to dinner, but this week we, out on Saturday. Ooh. This week, meaning it is in the future, in the near future. So what do we use if we're talking about the near future? We rarely go to dinner, but this week, we out on Saturday. Oh, thank you, Miss Evie. Beautiful option. You'll see here, if you have the opportunity, Miss Brenda, to take a snapshot of this, you will see the adverbs of frequency so that you can see always, usually. The next to last one, yeah. 5% of the time, hardly ever, or rarely. I hardly ever get angry. Ah, Brenda, you're beautiful. Let's go back to the quiz because she is correct. Are going. We have a plan for this Saturday, so we are going to dinner or going out this Saturday. We rarely go out for dinner, but this week we are going out on Saturday. All right, number 5. He, every word she says. Ooh. Oh, this is a challenge. He, every word she says. Pay attention to the time. Are they saying things like, in this moment, or, every day? Is this a temporary situation, or is this a fact? Our verb is to believe, and we have those two options. He is believing, or he believes. Beautiful, Miss Brenda. Thank you. Brenda pays attention. He believes every word she says. In part, believes is the correct answer because it is true. It is a fact. But also because it is a state verb. And if you remember from perhaps 3 weeks back, we talked about the present tense. We use the state verbs. Verbs like believe, think, love, remember. He believes every word she says. Okay, let's take a look at number 6. Angela gets up at 7 o'clock and breakfast every day. Angela gets up at 7 o'clock and breakfast every day. Is having or has. Pay attention to the time. Are we talking about an activity that is routine, normal? What are we talking about? Has. Because of every day, it's a routine. So yes, Miss Brenda, you are correct. Angela gets up at 7 o'clock and has breakfast every day. Number 7. Peter usually a lot of questions. Peter usually a lot of questions. We have, again, an adverb of frequency to talk about usually, normally. So, what should it be? Asks. Excellent job, Miss Brenda. Thank you.
Brenda, oh my god.
Yeah, Brenda is
on fire.
On fire today. Is that how you say it in Spanish? Basically, ella es en fuego. I don't know, but in English you go ooh when you
Idiom.
say maybe it's un dicho, like it's an idiom in English. But man, Brenda, you're doing an excellent job. Correct every time. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you. All right. So Peter usually asks a lot of questions. All right. Two more?
Yeah.
Two more, three more. Jason doesn't know the answer to this question. He, the other answers.
Talking about this again.
Jason doesn't know the answers to this question. He, the other answers. Oh, this is a proper challenge, a level 2. A level 2 question. Jason doesn't know the answers to this question. He, the other answers. Is knowing or knows? I'm not going to help with this one. I want to see if you know. Ah. Jason doesn't know the answers to this question. He, the other answers. Are we talking about something that is a fact or something that is in process? Is this true, just a simple fact, or is he in the process? Know is a state verb, just like believe. I believe, I know, I understand. I think, not I think, because that you can do I'm thinking. I imagine. I smell. I taste. I taste delicious coffee still on my mouth. God, I love coffee. I taste. I smell. I feel. I love. We have to use the form in the basic present or the basic past when we talk about these state verbs. So for example, when we use the word know or believe, like with the example of believe. He believes. Why? Because it was a fact. And here, in the sense of to know, either you know or you do not know. Because of this, we must use the form in the basic present tense and not the present continuous. Therefore, we will say he knows. He knows. So let's return to our quiz. He doesn't know the answer to this question, but he knows the other answers. This was a good one. Good job. I'm really proud of you. All right. Now, let's take a look at number 9. We a meeting in Chicago this weekend. We a meeting in Chicago this weekend. We are attending a meeting in Chicago this weekend, or we attend a meeting in Chicago this weekend. Are we talking about an activity that is, Brenda's perfect. We're talking about an activity that is happening right now? No. But we are talking about an activity that is in the near future. Therefore, we will say, we are attending, yes, you are correct, Miss Brenda. We are attending a meeting in Chicago this weekend. All right, last one, number 10. She Oh, not last one.
Well, we have, oh gosh, okay.
How many?
15.
Ah!
I suppose we don't have to. We're already over on time, so maybe we just.
We'll do number 10. Cut it. She to purchase a new computer.
No.
She to purchase a new computer. This will be the last one, but this is a good challenge.
Are Carla and Lorena here?
I think Carlita is not here
Oh.
because Carlita has to work. So she is taking the class this evening at 5.
Oh, okay.
She wants. Thank you, Miss Brenda. You're beautiful because want is a state verb. Beautiful, Evie. Will you regress us back to our state verbs? It's excellent because either you want or you don't want. There's no in this moment change or anything like that. And it is a fact. So because of this, we are going to use the basic word want. She wants to make a purchase this weekend. I don't remember the sentence. But wants is the correct answer. Because with the state verbs, we are going to use the form of the verb in the present simple tense and not the present continuous. Excellent job, Miss Brenda. You did very well. You may breathe in. Excellent job. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your participation and your kindness. You are beautiful and wonderful, more than I deserve. I thank you for your time and your patience. Please stay safe and be well this weekend as you go to your parties and you spend time with your family. If you have any questions or you want extra practice, go to the Google Classroom and write a question in the Google Classroom stream, or you may send me an email. Don't forget to practice, 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 because practice makes perfect. Thank you.